Yes, it says it was at that period of time, about AD 740, that King Bulan of Khazaria was reputed to have converted to Judaism. In the debate amongst the Islamic mullah, Christian priest, and the Jewish rabbi, each presented to the king the advantages and truth of his own perceptions of faith. This king, however, according to some accounts of history, had his own logic for determining which he should embrace, which, in other words, which of the religions he should embrace. He asked each representative in turn of the other two faiths he considered superior. The result was that the Muslim indicated Judaism over Christianity, and the Christian priest chose it over Islam. So the king then concluded that Judaism, being the foundation upon which both of the other monotheistic religions were built, would be that which he and his subjects should embrace. The Khazars themselves, being monotheistic, had also apparently expressed reservations about polytheistic nature of the Trinity doctrine of the Christians. So inasmuch as the world had seldom or perhaps never witnessed any culture of people more adept at the art of religion debate than rabbinical Jews, the Khazars' conversion to Talmudic Judaism is not a surprising outcome, given that such a forum was to be the determining factor in their choice, rather than purely spiritual perceptions. The outcomes was even further assured by the fact that the Christian representatives in the debate came from a church in the latter formative years of the Holy Roman Empire, in which by that time spiritually sensitivity had become somewhat rare to nearly extinct. So Japhethites, or the so-called white man, and the so-called Jews that's living in the land of Israel today, fulfill the prophecy Noah made to his sons. Japheth shall dwell in the tents of Shem. And then Revelation chapter 2:9 said this, I add this as a footnote: I know thy works, and thy tribulations and poverty, but thou art rich, you Israelites. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Now that's in Revelation chapter 2:9. You can go and research that for yourself. So the people who we've been thinking are the true Jews all this time are the synagogue of Satan. Revelation chapter 2:9 and Revelation chapter 3 verse 9. Okay? So who helped the Ashkenazi Khazars move into the land of Israel? Israeli forces defeated the Palestinian militias and Arab armies in a vicious conflict that turned 700,000 Palestinian civilians into refugees in their own land where they were living. The UN promised 56% of British Palestine for the Jewish state. By the end of the war, Israel possessed 77%, everything except the West Bank and the eastern quarter of Jerusalem, controlled by Jordan, as well as the Gaza Strip, controlled by Egypt. It left Israelis with a state, but not the Palestinians. Okay, refugees overnight. Who was the first country to recognize Israel as a state? The United States was the first country to recognize Israel in 1948, minutes after its Declaration of Independence, and the deep bonds of friendship between the U.S. and Israel remain as strong and unshakable as ever. By the way of deception, thou shalt do war. Wow. Now, because of the long and varied history of the Jews, says the 2001 edition of the World Book Encyclopedia, it is difficult to define a Jew. There is no such thing as a Jewish race. Jewish identity is a mixture of religion, historical, and ethnic factors. Thus, those who might have truly claimed to be of the genealogy of Abraham and of true Semitic origin became extinct as a discernible race, being replaced by the white Khazars of the Trans-Caucasus. none of whose ancestors, as Benjamin Friedman phrases it, had ever placed a foot in the land of Palestine. This causes a serious problem with modern Christianity's infatuation with the Jews and their return to their homeland, begging the question, how can one return to a place where they have never been? So by them sending their money over there to the Jewish people, and they manipulating things, they own all of the media, NBC, Fox, CBS, ABC, amongst a host of other things. There are only 9 countries left in the world without a Rothschild central bank. Russia, China, Iceland, Cuba, Syria, Iran, Venezuela, North Korea, and Hungary. They don't want no Jewish banks. They don't want no Rothschild bank. They own Sony, they own BMG, they own Capitol, EMI, Warner Brothers. There's a host of other things, CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, TNT, True. They own a host of a whole lot of stuff. So, Revelation chapter 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which is these people right here, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come and worship before your feet, and to know that I have loved you. These people here. Hallelujah. Negro female Israelite DNA haplotype. So it's been proven that female has the female Israelite DNA haplotype. Maternal haplogroups are families of mitochondrial DNA types that all trace back to a single mutation at a specific place and time. By looking at the geographic distribution of mtDNA types, we learn how our ancient female ancestors migrated throughout the world. And the haplogroup is L3F, a subgroup of L3, age less than 50,000 years ago, region northern, eastern, coastal West Africa, population, example population, that's the Yoruba, the Fulbe, and the African Americans. All that haplogroup L3F is widely distributed across the Sahel belt of Africa. Here's the Hebrew Israelite DNA haplogroup E1, B1A. This haplogroup is found predominantly among Bantu Negro descendants to include